guys, it's Alexandra, and today we're going to be talking about formal sorority recruitment. So I know a bunch of you guys have recruitment coming up, and there have been a lot of DMs I've been getting on different questions, so I thought that I would film this video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button to join my little fam, and also don't forget to click the little notification bell so you guys don't miss out whenever I post another video. So without further ado, let's hop right into things that I wish I knew before sorority recruitment. Alright, so if I keep looking down, it's just because I have like so many notes on my phone because there's just so much to go over, and I know I'm not going to cover everything, so if you have any questions, leave them down below, or you could DM me on Instagram or Twitter. My Instagram is Alexandra_MBFG, and my Twitter is Alexandra7XO. So I want to start off by saying what school I go to, what sorority am I in, all that fun stuff. So I go to Adelphi University in Long Island, New York. I'm in Phi Sigma Sigma, so shout out to you girls. And I'm currently a sophomore, so it's gonna be my first time recruiting girls this year. So I'm just talking through a perspective of going through recruitment. If you guys want me to do another video of like how it is on the other end, I could do that after I go through that because I really don't know. I just heard different things and stuff like that, but I honestly never experienced it, so I really wouldn't know. Why I rushed is because in high school I was always super involved, like in everything, in sports, clubs, all of that. And going to Adelphi, I was a commuter. So first of all, it was very hard to make friends. And second of all, I wanted to be part of like an organization and take leadership positions and all that stuff. So that is why I went through formal recruitments. I wanted more friends, wanted to be more involved. And yeah, that's exactly what I did. And today I'm here to talk to you guys about like my experience, little tips and stuff that I would let you guys know. So I know it can be very nerve-wracking going through formal recruitment. I know that every school does it a little bit differently, but it's overall the same gist of things when it comes to having like programs and having like going to different rooms and all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about. Every school is a little bit different, so I am talking about like the way it is at Adelphi, and I did write it in a more general sense, but obviously it might not be exact if you go to like a bigger state school. My school is like a medium-sized private school, so it could be like a little different, you know? So going in, I know it can be very, very nerve-wracking. So before we start, I'm going to say this a lot, just relax. It's all gonna be fine and relax. So I know going in, I honestly did not know anything. I was a freshman, and at Adelphi, you do it at your spring semester. So right now, formal recruitment is coming up in February. So for the girls that are freshmen now, some people go their sophomore year, but most people, they do rush during their freshman year. So I know going through, I was so nervous. I had like 3 friends that did it with me, and like I knew them, but we all got split up. So you are put into groups and you have row games. So these groups are the groups of girls you're going to be going in when you go into different rooms, and your row games, they're basically girls that are in a sorority, but they like drop their letters. You don't know what sorority they're in. Like you won't be able to find out through social media, and they're there to help you and assist you with anything that you need to know, may want to know, like what to wear, your schedules, like what rooms, like anything that you're nervous with, they're there to help you. And I had the most amazing row games, and actually some of the row games that I have are actually my sorority, which is really funny now. But I love them. They were there for me no matter what. If I had 1 question a day, if I had 100 questions a day. So they are there for you to help you and to answer any questions that you may have. So if there's something you're nervous about, if you just wanted advice, anything like that, they're not biased at all. So definitely go to them. And I had an amazing experience with my row games in my group. So some of the girls I was in my group with are in my sorority now too as well, so it's really fun. So as I said, you do get a schedule, which you get from your row games, which is usually the first day. So the first day, which I think is pretty universal for every single school, is you do go into every room, and they want to make this as fair as possible. They want you to meet every single sorority that they have to offer. So if you guys go to a bigger school, you'll probably be going to their houses, as opposed to Adelphi, we don't have like houses. We just do it in our school, and they have different rooms set up. So when you go in, usually they sing and clap, and it kind of looks very, I'm just gonna say it like culty, and it can be really scary and intimidating, but don't worry, that's just what you do. You'll see as you get into it. Because if you're not in a sorority, it's very hard to understand a lot of things. Once you get into it, you'll kind of see and understand why. So don't be intimidated or scared by that. They're super friendly and super open. Like, they want you as much as you want them. Do you know what I mean? So definitely don't be nervous, but that's something to expect your first day. It's a very, very, very long day. You are going to every room, so depending on your school. In Adelphi, I know how they do it is you have, I think it's 40 minutes per room, if I wasn't mistaken. We do have another sorority doing formal recruitment, so It could be a little different now, so don't quote me exactly on the time. I've heard schools only give you 10 minutes per room. So it's basically like speed dating. That's like the best way to explain it. You're basically going and talking to a bunch of girls. So don't be nervous. It's could be really weird and intimidating at first, but just go with the flow. It's gonna be okay, and it's super fun. So the best way to explain how like recruitment works, it's basically like Tinder. You want to match with somebody who likes you as well. So these girls want you as badly as you want them, and they're just as nervous on the other end as you are. I know, talking to like a bunch of the older girls and like my big and stuff like that, they're probably just as nervous as you are. They want you to, you know, they want you to like their sorority. They want you to be a part of it. So don't be nervous. And my biggest piece of advice out of this whole video, if you take one thing, is be yourself. No matter what it is, no matter how stressed out you are, nervous, how overwhelming, intimidating it can be, how much fun it can be, just be yourself. Because at the end of your day, you're finding your sorority, your home for the next 3 or 4 years, depending when you join. So you definitely want to make sure that you're yourself and you find, you know, the house for you, the sorority for you. You don't want to go into one and regretting it because you weren't yourself in the long run, you know? So the process does take a few days. Some schools do it in a week. I know Adelphi does it by weekends. So you have Friday, which isn't mandatory. It's just basically like they go over different things like what to expect, what to wear, all that stuff. And then there are 4 mandatory dates. So it's Saturday, Sunday at my school, Saturday, Sunday. The last day is obviously bid day, and the first day is where you go to all of the rooms. I'm not really going to talk much about that because if you do go through formal recruitment, you find out about that. And as I said, every school does it a little bit differently, and I wanted to make this video more general. So what you wear is very important for many reasons. First of all, what I would recommend is wear something you're confident in, because if you're confident in what you're wearing, that will radiate through. Make sure you're comfortable. They are long days, especially the first day when you're going to meet with every sorority. So definitely wear something you're comfortable in. I know at Adelphi, it isn't as dressy at some schools. Like nobody really wore heels the first day. People wore booties, but like I didn't see many people wear heels. If you're recruiting, it's a little bit different, but I'm talking about going through recruitment. What I wore is I wore ripped jeans, which was a risk, but it was my style. It's something that I loved. I wore this white little t-shirt, a bunch of layered necklaces, a cardigan, and my Steve Madden shoes, and I loved what I wore. I was super comfortable in it, super confident in it, and that's all. Like, they're looking at you for a split second, and the first room on the first day I had was Phi Sigma Sigma, and the second person that I spoke to was Tatiana, which is now my big, so shout out to her. Have the best fam ever. I have a big, a twin, obviously a G-big, GG big. So shout out to you guys if you guys are watching this, but we connected on such a stupid thing. Actually, we were both wearing the same necklace from Forever 21. Like, what are the odds of that? That's crazy. And you know, just be yourself. You're gonna be having very basic conversations like, what's your name? What's your major? What's your school? And it's very fast. It's like speed dating. So definitely engage and talk back to them. Like, ask them questions back, because people love talking about themselves. Like, they really do. And you might find out you guys have so much in common that you don't even know. Like, me and Tatiana both play volleyball. I mean, the list could go on, and who knows, like, the person you talk to in the rooms could end up being your big. So, definitely, like, just be open and be yourself, you know, just have a conversation as if they're your friends and you're trying to get to know somebody on like a speed date. I know the first day per room I spoke to maybe 6 to 10 girls. Everybody does it different. As the days go on and you're eliminating sororities and they're eliminating you or other girls, you may be talking to less girls for a longer amount of time, you know? So definitely be yourself. I said this before, but what I mean by that is really stay true to yourself. Don't go with a sorority just because it's the popular sorority or because all your friends are going through with it. Like, at the end of the day, you're in it, you're not your friends, and most of the time you're not going to end up being as close with them as you think you are, because they're going to go and make their own friends. Like, you know what I mean? Don't make a decision based on your friend, if that makes any sense. If you and your friend are going through recruitment and you both end up loving the same sorority, that's great. But if you're going based on your friend's decision, like, don't do that. I saw a lot of girls do that, and my recommendation is don't do that, because you might not end up being happy in that sorority, you know? That could be the sorority for your friend, but you and your friend are not two of the same people. You know what I mean? I mean, if it is and that happens, that's totally fine, but never base the decision off of your friends or because everybody wants that sorority. Like, do what makes you feel right. I know at the end I was stuck between 2 sororities, Phi Sigma Sigma and one other one, and I always went with my gut, not because of like what my friends went with or what everybody was going with. And whatever the case may be, and I love the sorority that I'm in. I couldn't imagine myself in any other sorority, and when I tell you guys, you get this like weird feeling. Everybody was telling me you'll know, like you'll get a feeling, you'll know. I'm like, no, like no, because the first day is very overwhelming, and I know this is like the same thing being said all over again, but it is, especially like it's kind of weird, like you don't know what to expect, like it's weird. It gets better throughout, and just trust the process. Definitely trust the process, trust your intuition, and trust your gut. I would say during recruitment, you're not supposed to talk to anybody about the rooms or anything like that, and I know if you're friends with somebody, sometimes that happens, but really don't. Like, I didn't talk to anybody about anything, not what rooms I picked, not what rooms I liked, not what I thought about the rooms, and I think that really, really helped me to be like myself and make my own decision based on me and how I felt. So I mean, definitely stick with that. It's a rule to begin with anyway. So just stick with that. Like, trust me when I say, like, trust the process and go with your gut and intuition. And what could happen is at the end you're stuck between two sororities, and that, I mean, that could happen. That's very much so what happens with a lot of people. Just definitely go with like what you truly feel at the end of the day. Like, base it off of that, because this is going to be your home, and these girls are going to be by you for the next 4 years, like for life. You know what I mean? So don't ever go and make a decision based on somebody else because it's the cool thing to do. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's basically everything that I have to say in this video. Things that I wish I knew, things that I experienced. My experience was pretty great. Definitely a big topic of conversation. It's overwhelming. It's nerve-wracking. Trust the process, be yourself, and go with your gut and your feeling. At the end of the day, that's what it's there for. This is super fun, and it's a very, very exciting experience. Like, I know now I'm on the other end, so I know what it feels like, and good luck to everybody going through formal recruitment. If you guys are at Adelphi, maybe I'll see you guys. If you guys have any questions as well, again, my social media is always open to you guys, and I wish you guys luck and have fun. Be yourself. One more thing that I just want to say before I close out this video is, at the end, if this isn't for you, you could always drop. You could always not accept a bid. Like, you could always drop. So never fear like you're really a part of this. Like, oh my god, like I'm stuck, I'm locked. Like, you're not, especially if you're not fully initiated. So you could always drop if you just feel like it's not the right thing to do, or if you didn't get a bid from the house you wanted to get a bid from. So definitely know that the option of, you know, not going through with it is still there, but I would say go through with it. I really truly would say go through with it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you, but at least you've experienced it and you'll know it's not for you. You're not just going into the blue and saying it's not for me, because you might regret it at the end. So definitely I would recommend just go through with it. And I hope you guys have the most amazing experience with your sorority recruitment. Adelphi's is coming right up. I'm very excited. And also, definitely, if you have any questions or things that I didn't answer, leave it in the comments, or you could DM me on my social media accounts. I always reply, or as I said, in the comments down below. I hope this video helped you guys. I love you guys all so much. Make sure you subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. Give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what sorority you're in, if you guys are in a sorority, and what school you go to. And any questions you may have, that's what I wanted to say. So again, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!